Good morning, welcome to Keep Trekking. Welcome back, if there's been a photo, I should say welcome to Keep Trekking 2. Still can't get on my channel, but I've just dropped my car off for bits and bobs. So I'm going to have a walk around Stocksbridge, up to Balsastone, and then back round to Deepcare. I'm going to see my father for a bit. Bit cold this morning, not as nice as I thought it was going to be. But hey, let's go and have a little walk. So, across the road you've got Stocksbridge High School, where I went, and I left in 1989. But round about where them gates are, just there, that used to be Bottom Yard, and that was my first classroom, were in there. I'm not going to film too much because it is a school day. But yeah, this bit is it's new compared to an hour there. That's completely different. That were more like this type of buildings. But it opened in 1927, which replaced an old Ebenezer Chapel School, which is in Stocksbridge. It's then it played a role in World War II. Don't know what it did. And then in 1971, I think it was, it became an high school. And then in 2003 it became a prominent maths and science education centre. So yeah, Stocksbridge High School, built in 1927. But like I say, all these top parts are all brand new. All this bit, compared to an hour there. All this with science block and everything. So yeah, bit of history about the old school I used to go to back in there. Like I say, I left in 1989. Growing up, going to school in the 80s, was quite a good time, to be honest. The music was brilliant, the styles of clothing were interesting, depending what type of music you were into. But like I say, all this bit is all different compared to an hour there. Stocksbridge High School. The Red Grouse pub opened by Samuel Smith Breweries in 1960. It's renowned for never have been closed. But their bar staff's a bit tired. Yeah, it used to be a 3-room layout, but in the 1980s they changed it to a full 2 rooms. You've got the best side, and then you've got this side, which is practically a normal tap oil pub. Yeah, the Red Grouse. It was built to serve the East Whitwell Estate, which is what I'm just going to be walking up to now. I used to go in there, but I've not been in there for years. Cedar Pocket Park. Natural play pitches have been created using oak logs and sandstone boulders. The imagination run wild and think of many ways to play on this area, as you can take care when it's wet. Yeah, that's nice for young'uns. It's just at the top of Cedar Road nearly. Top of the estate, and clouds don't look so inviting, but hey oh. So the next place we're going to go to, we're going to walk up to Balsastone and have a look up there, and then walk back round to Deepcare. So as we leave Stocksbridge town behind, that's the very end. You've got Whitwell Moors, some of the backs there. I walk up to Folkestone, it's getting a bit windy as I've got out of the houses. It's a nice long road up to the wee village of Folkestone. Whew, God, it's cold today. I must remember my gloves in future. This tree that's planted here was to commemorate Queen Victoria's Jubilee. That's the Jubilee tree here in Folkestone. And this is St Mary's Church. I got married in there. It's a nice wee church, to be fair. Yeah, St Mary's, I don't think it'll be open though. I'm going to show you something. I've done Folkestone before on a video, so I'm not going to go through it again. I just want to show you something that's very old and very interesting. This is Porter's Lodge here at Folkestone. It's part of the Folkestone Castle that used to be here. Supposed date of doorway is AD 1250. Wow. It used to be part of a bigger structure that used to stand just across the way, and I'll show you the area in a second. But another part of the old castle. It was more like a fortified house, to be honest, but they called it a castle. That building there, let me zoom in for you. That building there. Yeah, it was part of an old, the old Folkestone Castle. Like I say, it was more like a fortified manor house, to be honest. The location of it is just up here. Back in the late 90s, early 90s, the Archaeology Society, I think it was of Sheffield, did a dig. They found under this field remains. We're not going in obviously, but under this field here, they found the remains of the old castle. It was owned by the Earl of Shrewsbury, who used to own most of this land, and most of the land in Yorkshire, to be fair, or South Yorkshire anyway. But it's a nice building, isn't it? There's some lovely buildings around here. That's Castle Farm. So now we're going to walk down to Deepkirk. But yeah, he owned a lot of buildings, a lot of properties in the South Yorkshire area, the Earl of Shrewsbury. But I've never seen pictures. I've seen pictures of the excavation, but I never saw the actual layout. And I wish I knew, because I'm absolutely into archaeology. I would love to have been an archaeologist. Really would have loved to have been. That would have been my perfect job, to be an archaeologist and an historian. But hence, never happened. Yes, I've seen pictures of the excavation. I wish I knew it was happening, because I could have come up and volunteered I didn't know until it was actually over that they were doing it, which is a great shame, to be honest. Because we leave the wee village of Alcestone, we head down to Arsdeepke. So I was looking over towards the trig point at the very top, the Green Mary, looking over across Whitwell Moors, across to Alstelstone and the Pennines. As I pan round, looking through Stockstreet in the bottom there, and that's Unshelf Bank, that big hill that you can see. Up this way they have the cross every year, which they light up. We're just going to walk down here back to Arsdeepke. When I was a teenager, I used to walk up here. So I used to go to Castle Pub, that was my local. As a late teenager, well, from the age of 14 right up to practically getting married, to be fair, at the age of 22. I used to go to Castle in Balsastone pub, and we used to have some cracking nights in there. It used to be really, really good. It's a bit busy on here today. It's quite a bit thoroughfare, to be honest. And there's one or two cars bobbing up and down. There's something else I want to show you, just up here. Oh, looks like somebody's had a bit of an accident. Like they're doing the redoing wall. That is an art. Don't know if you've ever seen people do these dry stone walls, but that is an absolute art in itself. Amazing. That structure there is one of the old World War II lighting posts. You know, when they used to put the lights in so they could scan up into the sky to identify planes coming over. They used to be all over the country. They used to light up the sky, these massive lights, just so they could see the enemy aircraft coming over and identify them. That's what I believe it is anyway, that's what I was told. It's definitely World War II though. So a year ago, all this were fields where you can see we're now they're building houses, and they've just built a brand new estate at Deepke there, look, which is practically bang across road from where my dad lives. It's they're nice houses, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have my green fields, to be fair. Yeah, 2 housing estates they've built here, look. Right behind me is the Stocksbridge District Golf Club, golf course. It's actually a Deepke, but Stocksbridge is the town, Deepke is the village, if you like. It's an 18-holer. It's one of the most hilliest golf courses you'll see. Right up onto them hills and over tops. And it really is one tough course. Don't play golf, it smells a good walk. But if you know, that's a tough course, I've been told. Right where that mound of earth is in the centre of your screen about there, used to be the old mine wheel, the old pit wheel that was the symbol of Deepke. I'll put it on screen now for you what it used to look like. But the owners of this place, when they took it over, decided to knock it down. They said it was unsafe, but I reckon they could have bit of cement, bit of care, and they could have done it right. It was the symbol of Deepke, to be fair. It's a crying shame. I do love these old signposts, proper old signposts. And it says, just coming in, so just leave a box of stone, and it says Yorks WR. Now that's Yorkshire West Riding. And that was the number of the post. Yorkshire West Riding. So those that aren't from Yorkshire and don't really know what the ridings were, they were ancient. Goes right back to the Saxon times, I think. And you had West Riding, North Riding and East Riding. So it was split up into 3 ridings before they decided to chop it into South Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, North Yorkshire. And then they went to Humberside, but now that's back into East Yorkshire. So West Riding used to coincide all South Yorkshire and all West Yorkshire, and that was the West Riding of Yorkshire. North Riding obviously York area, which is all North Yorkshire basically now, and then East Riding incorporated Beverley, Hull, all those type of places. Yeah, so the ridings, it's a shame we're not still in ridings, to be honest. They decided to split them up. I think it was 1974, but I'm not quite sure if it was before that when the ridings disappeared. It's Old Royd Farm, which used to be surrounded by fields at one time of day, and now it's all surrounded by housing estates. I think they had individual flats these days, but yeah, it used to be surrounded by fields, and it's like a lot of these old farms that are in small towns and villages, they're all surrounded by houses. There's not many green belt land left, to be honest. And here we have the new housing estate, Bakewell Gardens. It's a million miles away from Bakewell. Yeah, but Bakewell Gardens is what they call it. Well, that's the road. Yeah, they're not bad houses, but will they still be around? Can't see now, but the farm, they won't be around as long as that farm were. Put it that way. So I'm just about at my dad's, so I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to say keep trekking. Till next time, trek on. J-Art, ta-da.